Welcome back to Season 2 of FratFluent Podcast. Find us on Patreon, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Disclaimer: this podcast is not for children or younger teens due to sexual content and foul language. Listener discretion advised. Welcome to the Frat.
What's up, guys? You listen to the FratFluent Podcast. I'm your boy Moe.
And I'm Shelton. What's up, man? It's been a minute.
It really has, you know. Let's see, what have I done? Again, studying, work, got a whip I told you about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got to whip it in that thing. We got to go to the beach.
Yes.
Like, it's really bad. You haven't been to the beach here yet, right?
I've been once.
Which one? Do you know or you don't know?
If you started naming them off, I could pick it out.
Long Branch, Point Pleasant.
Point Pleasant.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Point Pleasant's pretty good.
Yeah.
I usually go to Long Branch. That's like my go-to place.
That was the only beach that I remember going to. I have a faint memory when I was a kid going to a beach.
Chicks there.
I had a faint memory when I was a kid. We went to a beach in Florida, and I went too
Florida
far out,
and
nice. The tide started pulling me out. And my Grammy caught me, but that's the only, almost drowning in the ocean was the only memory I had until last year.
Are you, you know how to swim and all that?
Yeah, but at the time I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't learn how to swim till I was 11, 12. I was an old person whenever not old, but I was an older kid whenever I learned to swim.
Besides that, what else? I joined a gym.
Hey, yeah. There we go.
You gotta, dude, come with me.
Okay.
It's, I can bring a guest in whenever.
Which one is it?
It used to be LA Fitness. It's like a,
gotcha.
There's like a sauna and everything in there, which I just used today.
Jeez, bro.
Dude, it's nice.
Damn.
It's so nice.
That's dope, man. It's fucking cool.
We gotta go. Road to getting jacked.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Gonna get shredded. I've been working on it, but I'm really bad about waking up and working out.
No, I guarantee you, if I was pulling up outside, you would be like, okay, fine, now I'm obligated. He's already here.
A gym buddy.
Yeah.
Whenever I have competition, I'm a very competitive person.
Yeah.
So
or even then, when you just have someone on a journey with you, it makes it easier. I feel that 100%.
Yeah, I ran with one of the guys that I work with. We went for a run a few weeks ago, and usually, I think the track that we run is like a mile. It's the park by the pond, whatever, the sidewalk around.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that track is a quarter mile.
No.
Yeah, I play football.
No, that track at the park
Where the lake is.
Yeah.
Like right by 80th. Yeah.
But not the circle track. It's the one that goes around the lake. That's not a quarter
Oh,
mile.
I think that's a third of a mile.
Okay.
It's a little, but still, it is. That thing is long. Maybe even half a mile, actually. You're right. It is. That's really long.
I run from my house to there, and then I usually do either a lap or two, depending on whether I'm working on speed or stamina. And I ran 2 laps with him in 3/4 of the time that I usually do, because it wasn't half the time. Because you always have that person right in front of you.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to get past him.
It makes you not want to fall behind. Yeah. That's true. That's pretty sick, though. I feel like it's a... No, see, I can't even say it's just a guy thing.
No, I think it's like a human thing. Like, if you have that competitive bug in you, you're going to be competitive.
For us, it just shows up more physical.
Yes.
In physical competitions. For chicks, it's more like, dude, they do so much. I didn't see this until the last couple of weeks. I've been picking up on it a lot. Dude, they do a lot of mental flexes on girls. And only other chicks see what's happening. We won't notice it happening. Yeah. But then they see it. It's for a guy, what's a good one for us? It's when you're walking down a hallway or something, and it's a tight hallway, and there's you and a guy are walking towards each other, and one of you has to move.
Oh, yeah.
But you're thinking, okay, am I going to be the bitch, or is he going to be my bitch?
No, I'm not going to be a pussy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'm going to run through him.
Yeah. Is he the guy that drops the soap, or is he the guy that's behind you when you drop the soap?
Yeah. That was a really weird...
But, that's how guys flex it,
Yeah. It works, though. Are you the guy that...
I'm the guy you want to make sure you don't drop the soap around.
Oh, yeah. And you're doing those eyes again?
Yeah, every time.
To really try to intimidate
dude,
somebody?
It's one of those scenes, as soon as they bend to go see the soap, you just see me behind them like this, and they already know. They're like, oh.
Dude, if I... You look so creepy. We're going to have to, It's so weird.
It's one of those dark shower moments. They look around, they're like, oh,
what the hell?
I got no choice.
Oh, my God. So, when I was I think it was in the middle of high school.
Yeah.
I would look in the mirror a lot and make faces, because at the time I was acting, I was doing different shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I was in the shower yesterday. I was getting out of the shower, and I just looked at myself and I went, "What the fuck?" And I did that face with like my lip expanded more than usual, and I just started laughing so fucking hard.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Just over and over again. Or no, it was just like, what?
Yeah, dude. That's another thing I was talking to someone about. Like, it just takes something little, something that small for us, and it's like, all right, we'll crack up, we'll be happy. It'll make our day. Something that small. But then it's the exact opposite for chicks. Like one like bad move and their day is ruined. Mm-hmm. Like it's like for us, it's like a small. Like we could sit down and watch a fight, for example, like a UFC fight. You know, not in the street. We watch a UFC.
Those two though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I almost corrected myself. You did it for me. But we get something small like that. Or even we can go walk. We can toss a football.
Yeah.
We can go look at something cool like a view. But for them, it's not it. It won't do it.
Bro, my brother and I used to throw a football therapeutically.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's the best when you're talking to someone and just throwing it. Yeah.
We would see. So our at-home life was good, but not like it had its moments. You know? And I have 6. I'm the first of 6 siblings. Okay. So like there's
I'm the
not
first of 4, so I could
out
kind
of
of
2 parents. There's not exactly always enough attention for everybody to get the attention that they need at the time. You know, and being an adult sucks. So their tension runs high sometimes, and they would snap or they wouldn't. Like I'm not gonna fault them. That's just kind of how it happens. And so when that happened to my brother and I, and like we would know, like we would give each other a look, or like you would see us clench our teeth, like grit our teeth or clench our fists, and whoever was receiving the lashing or whatever, the other person would go grab the football and he'd be like, "Come on, we're going outside." And it was not debatable. There was no argument. Like it was like you're coming outside regardless. Cool. And we would just throw the ball and talk about what was going wrong.
Fair.
And then pussy or something,
Yeah, my brother and I would go play basketball.
Oh, yeah?
So it was the same thing, yeah. But we'd go play ball all the time.
Gotcha.
There was something I was going to tell you that just came... Oh, I specifically wanted to bring it up here. I was going to text you about it, and I had to fight the urge. I was going to call you about it, and I was like, I have to fight the urge. Are you familiar with USA Today?
Yes.
Okay, an article came out, and USA Today rated New Jersey the best state.
God.
Dude, I saw that, I almost nutted. In America. So greatest country, okay, yeah, whoop, whoop. But the greatest state in the greatest country, that's literally equivalent to heaven on earth. Wow. You heard it here. Whether you're in Jersey, if you're in Jersey, you got to thank God because you're blessed to be here. If you're not, start praying, okay?
Listen,
this is the only place. When it's Armageddon, this place will not be touched. It said so. I know. I went to a Catholic school. I saw it myself. But anyways, Jersey. Best state in the country to live in.
But not the best state in the world, so it's not heaven on earth.
There's not really many states. There's a lot of countries, but we have the best country.
Whenever USA Today posts New Jersey is the best location in the entire world, then I will say it's heaven on earth.
I mean, that's really hard because...
Exactly. So how can it be heaven on earth?
Well, because people here have to work. There's countries where people don't have to work whatsoever. They're so dependent on U.S. aid that the U.S. literally pays them for free health care. They get free health. They get all that.
Here's the problem with that.
You can't beat that. It's like, you're getting paid to beat your meat.
Dude, I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that.
Dude,
I don't want to work
like this.
I don't want to work my balls off like people do here.
But you want to work. It's
but
like
I want to work. There they just sit there. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, but you can go out and do other stuff. Like, look at it like you can work, but you can work on your house. You can do like manual, you know what I mean? Like take care of your property. You can plant a bunch of stuff so you don't have to go buy food. So you're making money and you're saving more money by like, you know what I mean? That's what people in that country do. I'm not going to give them a shout out.
But I don't feel like I'm earning that. Like I don't want to work my ass off to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I deserve more than this.
Imagine no rent, minimal taxes, free health care. You don't have to pay and you're making money on that.
And zero serotonin. Zero dopamine.
Oh no, I'd be pretty happy. You're paying, dude. Whenever that stimmy hits my direct deposit, like in my account, I'd be pretty. You'd see a lot of serotonin.
Maybe
you'd see some leaving my body too, if you catch my drift. But you'd see a lot of serotonin.
Need new pants. Man, I'm just sometimes my mind's in the gutter, and this week it's been like deep in the gutter.
In what way?
Like anytime somebody like you're like, bro, come over here or whatever, and they're like, I'm coming. I'm like, really? No.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm just like Like, it just happens all the time. They're like, I'm coming, and I'm like, okay.
See, the thing is, I can't even like criticize that because I'm usually like that. I'm the same way. And
I don't say it out loud. It's just like internally, I'm kind of like.
No, if it's like me and you, I'll say.
Oh yeah. Around the right people, but I'm talking like at work.
That's my problem. Sometimes I don't know when the right person is there or isn't there.
Dude, I've been making that mistake so much. Because some of my humor is like kind of dark, but most of it's self-deprecating, and I think it's hilarious. Like, I'll be at work and somebody will be like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, hanging on by a noose, something like that. And it's funny when people like know you and they're like, you know, they know that's your humor and that you don't necessarily mean that.
Yeah.
But when you catch somebody who hasn't been around you, it's like, they're like, excuse me? Or they'd like give you a weird look and then walk off. And I've had that happen quite a bit since the last time we recorded.
Wow.
And I'm just like, oh, fuck, I forgot she doesn't know me.
That's the worst. I don't know. I feel like I've been, like, lucky isn't really the word. I don't know. It's like, you know when you have a span for like a week or two where you're just like happier than usual?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that's where I've been at. Because before, dude, it's been like, you know when you get those like times where you're just so busy,
Zombie.
you're so, yeah. No, but then like zombies, like you don't feel anything. But this is like, you're just like angry. Like,
oh, you're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So sometimes like that was like that for a while. I want to say it was like a 2-month stretch where I didn't get a chance to like really sit down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it comes with you. The older you get, the more responsibilities you got. But
yeah,
you know, after a while, it's just like, wow, like you gotta. They always talk about time management and just manage your workload and all that, but I didn't see how bad it could get until like these last few months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it can be worse, but
oh my god, yeah. That's what I have to tell myself. It can always be worse, you know.
Yeah, you're always that's like a saying, and like not even just for the like a lot of the culture. It's just you always say thank God, even if something bad happens. You gotta always say thank God,
bro. I gotta tell you, I had a thank God moment this week because
for those who don't believe, you know, just say you know, thank. I'm sure you got something. All right, just thank something.
Thank the universe. Thank matter. You know, whatever.
Exactly. There you go.
As I was walking to work, and I live about a mile from my work, so it's a decent walk.
I almost heard you say walking. Like
walking.
Yeah, I almost
walking.
Heard it.
I needed some water. No, man. So I'm walking to work.
Yeah.
There it was. And
see, it's only natural to want to talk like the best date. Sorry, continue.
Absolutely not.
You may proceed.
You want me to actually talk like where I'm from? Is that what you want?
You could, because since it's the best state, we accept everybody. You know, it's what makes us the best.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the many qualities. Diverse in more ways than one, baby.
Alright, whatever. I mean, I will say you're cheaper than the original melting pot, so you know, whatever.
I mean, it's not. This is the real melting pot. New York is like a tossed salad. Like they don't really blend.
A lot of people got shot in New York back in the day.
Yeah, but it's not a melting pot. It's more like okay, you'll have an Irish neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's not diverse. You'll have an Italian neighborhood, a black neighborhood. Over here, your neighbor is something else.
Well, you can still kind of see it.
What do you mean?
Like town to town, there's a dominant.
Oh, but that's
group.
due to town corruption and taxes, gentrification. That's like outside factors. That's everywhere. But I'm saying like in terms of like for the most part in Jersey, you chill in West New York, Union City, North Bergen, your neighbor's gonna be something completely different than you are. Like, there's a good chance.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
I'm white. There's not a whole lot of people.
Well, all right. In my case, then, you know, I guess on applications I'm white now too.
Oh, I was thinking.
Okay.
And, you know, obviously, the South is not the greatest place for a lot of people.
Oh, really?
But
New Jersey
we were
is.
talking.
I'm gonna throw that.
We
in
were
there.
talking earlier about there not being a lot of Muslims or Palestinians in the South.
Yeah.
One, because people in the South are rude, but also because you can't have barbecue. And barbecue is huge.
No, we barbecue here all the time.
No, man, I'm not talking barbecue chicken, barbecue steak. I'm talking barbecue, like pulled pork, like genuine barbecue. And that's one of the reasons I feel that's completely speculation. There's nothing to back that up.
I can tell you off numbers, a little under 2% of the U.S. population is Muslim. Just 2%.
Yeah.
So, and if most of us are, a vast majority are going to be in New Jersey, New York, and there's just, like, some
like
in
as a
Cali,
consumer, it's much more convenient for you here because there's not as many barbecue joints. In where I come from, there was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barbecues.
No, but typically
within a
for
40-mile radius.
We don't eat out like crazy. Like, it's like we don't even, that wouldn't really bother me. I wouldn't care. Like, all right, to argue that point, then okay, yeah, there's no barbecue joints. There's 100 bars here, and I can't go to that. You see what I'm saying? But it doesn't bother me.
Why can't you go to a bar?
Muslims can't drink. Like, we can't have pork, but we also can't drink.
So you can't go to a bar?
No, I could go and sit in one. Like, if there's a game and I'm with the boys.
There's really no point, though.
Exactly. It's like the same thing with a barbecue place, I guess.
Gotcha.
Like, if it's like the specialties pork, then there would be no point for me to go there. But, you know. But it's like that. It's like, all right, there's a lot of bars, but, you know, we're still here.
Gotcha.
I feel like
There's also absolutely zero
Hispanics,
Middle
blacks,
Eastern joints down there because there's no Middle Eastern people.
Yeah, exactly. But then our thing is the reason we don't go over. I could straight up tell you, it's because of
ignorance.
I was gonna say racism, but yeah, like, dude, there was a story about, and this isn't even that deep south. This is North Carolina. Like, this is where my aunt lives. There was a Muslim.
Never been there.
It's not bad. It's okay. There was a Muslim family straight up executed by this one white dude that came up because they were Muslim. Like, he made them get execution style. This was on the news for a day. And of course, it was like...
Yo, 2003 was crazy. I know I'm cutting you off, and I'll let you go.
No, that's fine.
But
Why?
I'm gonna put
it is crazy. It's one of my sisters was
Well,
born.
I'm going to put a pin in the 2003. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
I want you to finish your thing.
No, it's fine. It's basically that. It's like, we see stuff like that, and we see nothing by the police, because oftentimes the police are members of the Klan. That just happened. I don't know if you read the news.
No.
Police officer, and this is fucked, in Ohio. Something Lake. The town is called Something Lake. I forgot what the first word was.
There's a million lakes in Ohio.
Yeah, but dude, he left a KKK sign on a black officer's desk.
Jesus.
And he was the chief of police. It's not like this is some scrub, dude. You know how fucked up that is? Your head guy in charge of the entire police department is a Klan member. Mm-hmm. Dude, what's that say for people that live there? Dude, forget Muslim. Like, if you're black or something, you're done. Dude, the second if I get pulled over, maybe I could get away with, like, I'm clean cut. Maybe I could get away with it if it's not summertime and getting darker. But, dude, the second he looks at my license and sees Muhammad, I'm fucked. Like, I don't want that guy pulling me over. But that's a big reason why we don't go. It's like things like that, yeah.
Okay, 2003.
Yes.
Sorry. So my stepdad told me a while ago about this guy somewhere. I don't remember where it was. I ended up watching a documentary about it because he had told me like a couple years ago about it. So this guy basically lives in this town. He's an ex-vet, and he just gets fucked over for years and years and years and years. And
this is a real story?
Yeah. Okay. And, like, it's to the point where they build this factory, and he ends up selling his property, and he buys this bulldozer, right? And he ends up trying to sell the bulldozer. He's trying to do everything he can to get rid of this bulldozer to try to...
Why did he buy it to begin with?
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
But it explains it better in the documentary. I'm going to look up what the documentary is called.
Okay.
It is called... Oh, I didn't watch it on this. Hold on. It is called,
That's fine.
Tread. It's called Tread.
Tread?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is wild. What happens is this guy, he's a welder, and he had a muffler shop, sells a muffler shop, buys a bulldozer, tries to sell the bulldozer to get it. Yeah. Muffler.
I know.
To try to get out of his... It's an older term. Yeah. He tries to get out of the bulldozer. It doesn't sell. So he ends up taking this bulldozer, and he rents out this place on the property. He rents out like this garage, and he spends a year welding 3/4 inch stainless steel like plates with the middle filled with concrete. Like there was like an inch or so filled with concrete in between the plates onto the entire bulldozer. And he had an entrance that I think he welded himself in, and he had a Barrett 50 cal at the back, which is a huge sniper.
And just go rogue and start sniping people?
He tore down this city, bro. Like, he broke through the town hall. He broke through the courthouse.
That's pretty funny.
And there's tape of it, like on the documentary. Yeah, on the documentary. And it's crazy. You can look it up on YouTube. There's a little bit of it on YouTube.
When did this happen? Like, how does one guy in a bulldozer...
It was world news. It was either 03 or 04, but it was world news for about a week, and then Ronald Reagan died.
So it took over,
yeah, it took over the news. Yeah, bro. World news. Crazy. But then it got overshadowed by a president's death. It's a crazy documentary. You should definitely watch it.
It sounds pretty hilarious. I would watch it. But what's your thought about the prior topic, like, where it doesn't just have to be Arabs? Like, I'm sure there's other people.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
We can't go... Like, the only places where we could really... Like, I'm not going to lie to you. When I think about retiring in the future and, like, settling down, realistically, in my mind, there's only, like, 3 locations I could really live at in this country. New Jersey and New York. I count them as one place. They're right next to each other, so who gives a fuck? California, but it's just not for me over there. Like, the whole vibe is different. And Florida, which is also just not for me. So if I don't end up living here, which is a good chance...
I think you should live, northern New Jersey, where it's really green and quiet?
Yeah, that's one. I know I was looking at that big time, but I would also...
See, that's where I want to retire, somewhere just really green and really quiet.
I would retire and live back in the Middle East. Like, we have a nice house there and everything.
Gotcha.
It's like, at least over there, people won't look... Obviously, they're not going to look at me any different. They're going to be like, oh, he's one of us anyways. They're not going to look at me like, oh, he doesn't belong here. There is a sense of that to an extent, dude. Even here, like, I was joking about it earlier, saying how diverse it was. It's a lot of Hispanic people. I get that too. Yeah, but dude, if you went to school here, you would have really felt it.
It's the only time that I've ever got that. Because, I mean, where I come from, it's dominantly white just about everywhere you go. And moving here, speaking of moving here, we lived here a year, dog.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. Time flies.
It's been a year. I remember watching the fireworks over in New York from a hotel window.
There are a couple blocks from here. We could watch them too.
Oh yeah,
right over the water. Like where me and you toured last time by the water. They're right there.
Gotcha. I work on the 4th though, so.
Oh, that's so stupid, dude. They claim to be an American company. How are you not gonna give the day off for American Independence Day?
They only give the day off for Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Christmas doesn't count because that's religious, so you have to give that one. Thanksgiving, okay, it's a government holiday. This is... Forget government holiday. This is a country holiday. Dude, everyone celebrates it. Everything is off.
Hey, man, I'm celebrating with an extra 8 hours, so...
That's not right. That's so fucked up.
Hey, man, I don't care.
No, but we should have gone out and barbecue. That's what I was going to say. That's what I always do on the 4th.
Well, I mean, leftovers. I don't know. I'm not too upset about it. I'm just glad that there's not as many mosquitoes here. Because on July 4th, with the gunpowder from the... Oh, they go crazy.
I didn't know that. Why? The mosquitoes like gunpowder? I never knew that.
Well, in Arkansas, they're worse because we have the cotton and the cornfield and stuff. And, that crop really brings them in. Okay. So it's really bad anyways. And once the sun goes down, you better be inside just about every night. Like, it's miserable. But...
Like, is it as humid as it was the last week here? Is that
And
bad?
There's no breeze. It's humid, it's dry, and the mosquitoes are at least 10 times worse.
Wow.
Summer sucks. Fall is really great. Winter is beautiful for the first little bit, and spring is absolutely gorgeous. And the honeysuckles...
Summer is unbearable.
Summer is pretty rough. And the winters, I think, are worse there than they are here. We just don't get snow down there.
Nah, dude, you were here on a pretty calm... And it snowed a lot, but it was still, not too bad. But
well, I mean, we didn't get below, 20 degrees here? It was 10 degrees in Arkansas one day. I mean, it's just
But it doesn't snow, right?
The Fahrenheit, not the Fahrenheit, the temperature differentiation in Arkansas is just all over the place.
That's insane.
It was snowing in May. No. March, April. I was on spring break. I went to Disney World with my dad and brother, and as we were coming back from Disney World, it was snowing as we got into Arkansas.
That's insane. Wow.
And I did that for 2 spring breaks because I was also at camp one year, and we were supposed to go canoeing, and it snowed that morning, so they were like, "Oh, we can't go canoeing," and it was fucking April. I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, it snowed here in April once when I was a kid.
And then it warmed up, and we ended up going canoeing anyways.
Okay.
Yo.
What?
That was a terrible canoe.
Why? Did it sink? Did it end up flipping?
No, I was canoeing with one of my old friends, and we were canoeing, and we ended up like getting close to the shore, and he was like, we were on the shore, and he was like, yo, I need you to push off with your paddle to get us away from the shore. After we got out of the canoe and went, like, we had gone back to the other side of the shore, we got out of our safety gear and all that stuff, got out of the canoe, he was like, oh yeah, there was a water moccasin about 3 feet from your hand.
The hell's a water moccasin?
One of the most venomous water snakes, either in America or in the world. I'm not for certain about the world, but in America, it's one of the most venomous water snakes.
Thank God we don't have those here, to my knowledge. That's insane, dude. I couldn't imagine being near that stuff.
It was terrifying. Yeah, bro. Freaky. So you have a lot of new stuff going on with the Mustang and the studying and the car. I have a couple new things as well.
Ah, hit me with it.
We got a new cat 2 days ago. And she's really, really fucking cute. And she's just adorable. Jenna's actually in her room playing with her right now. And my dad. Okay, so we watched a YouTube channel called Good Mythical Morning.
Okay.
And back fucking probably 6 years ago, they did, they tested the world's hottest candies. And one of the top ones was a candy called Toe of Satan. And he has sent me the Toe of Satan. My dad has sent me.
You gotta try it. You gotta try it.
I will. He requested that we either FaceTime him or record it and send it to him. So I'm going to do that, and then we may post it somewhere, because who gives a shit?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not for certain if it's like a cinnamon candy or if it's just like super fucking hot. Oh, no. It's pure chili extract, so it's just hot.
You should have some milk next to you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The challenge is to hold it in your mouth without taking it out for 5 minutes. That's the goal, is to last 5 minutes. It says if you last 1 minute, you're a wimp. 2 minutes, you're a show-off. 3, loss of feeling. 4, really. And 5, this is 911. What is your emergency?
It's that bad?
They're hyping it up.
Do you spit it out, or do you actually swallow that thing?
I don't know. My dad said that he left it in for about 10 seconds, and he was done.
Oh.
So, yeah. But if it's not too bad...
Did he have damage after? Like, did his tongue burn badly?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it burns your taste buds.
Oh, dude, I'm big into eating, like...
Spicy foods?
I used to
eat
spicy
candies.
Peppers specifically. Like, spicy peppers.
Gotcha.
So I went to this one Turkish restaurant, and they had it there. The idea was some of the juices of it went on the meat, and it gave the meat just a little kick.
Gotcha.
It's really good, though. Then the problem is, I was like, how old was I? I was like 17.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I can take this. Like, this is nothing. So I'd take a bite out of half the pepper and just start chewing it. I didn't feel anything initially, and then I swallowed it. Dude, when I tell you, the pain was unbearable. Like, I killed 2 bottles of water. I had to buy those 2 bottles of water and just chug. It was that bad. And I had it. My tongue was literally burning. Like, steam was coming off my tongue. I've never experienced anything like that. And there was a welt for like a few days after that from the burning sensation. It was that bad. So ever since that day, now when there's something, I love spicy stuff, but like that, I don't know anymore. Like, it's like, whoa, I don't want another. That was so painful, dude. I never forgot that sensation.
Jeez. I've done a few spicy things. That sounded way worse than I meant to. I've done some spicy things. No, at church camp a lot of shit happened at church camp. When I was like 9 or 10, a guy brought some Takis.
I love those things.
This is back when they were just starting to pop off.
I kill the bags all the time.
Like in the mid-2000s. And he was like, yo, whoever eats the most Takis, I'll buy you a bag. Right? So I ended up eating like 32. So I won. I got the bag. He ended up buying me a bag. But my Jace, my boy Jace, he was in the competition too. He ate 2 of them and started crying.
No way.
He was tiny. He had no...
But 2 of them isn't that bad. Like, 1, you don't even feel it.
He didn't like spicy food at all.
Yeah, my brother's like that.
He does now, but at the time...
I wonder if he'd eat... How many... We should ask him. How many could you eat now?
Oh, he downs them. We were talking about it last night, actually. I was like, yo, you remember that time you cried at church camp because of Takis? And he was like, shut up.
Memories.
Yeah, he said that he loves those things. Now he fucking downs bags all the time.
Dude, they're so good.
Another spicy thing that I did recently, I actually have 2 of them in my fridge if you want them.
What is it?
Buffalo Wild Wings Carolina Reaper sauce.
Oh, yeah? It's not terrible, but it's like...
It messed me up. My stomach did not agree for a while.
You know?
Yesterday was pretty miserable.
It's been a while since we had one of these. I have a fraternity story for you right now.
Hey, there we go.
You said Buffalo Wild Wings. You brought up that.
Gotcha.
So fraternities, one thing we do. This is common at every school. They have like rush events, and what those events are pretty much are like, say you're a new kid on the campus, they'll have events so you can come out, and when it's time to vote, if you get to know a lot of them and they like you, they're gonna be like, yeah, I want that kid, vote him, give him a bid. Then whether you choose to accept or not, that's up to you. They give you the bid and you have to sign it. That pretty much says like, yeah, I want to be a brother of your fraternity.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
it takes you off the market from all the fraternities and it makes you commit. And so we're having one of those rush events. It's tradition. We always go to Buffalo Wild Wings every semester when we have that event. That's dope. And there was one kid who was a rush who was like going to be a potential member. He was trying to show off and he got that sauce.
Oh my God.
He got those wings. And he's eating them fast as hell. I never forgot this kid, bro, but like in the bad way. And he only got 1 vote out of like 80 something. Yeah, because the guy felt bad that he didn't get any votes, and that's like almost never happened. So
oh my God.
Yeah, it was that bad. Because I'm gonna tell you exactly what he did. So he does that. We're usually, even though like, yeah, we're frat boys, I get there's a stigma, whatever. But we're really nice when we go out to eat. Like, we're nice to the waiters and waitresses. Like, dude, that's their job. We have a lot of brothers that do that stuff, too, trying to get through college. We get it. So you treat them nicely. Dude, this guy is asking for stuff left and right. That rubbed us the wrong way. But especially because his mouth was burning. He should have known to expect it. He starts ordering milk. He starts ordering water, like, nonstop. And that's the fraternity budget. We pay for those guys to go out. Because it's like, we don't want you to spend money and think it's all about spending money to make friends. That's another stigma that's there.
Gotcha.
But it's like, let's take you out, eat. It's a talking thing. There's a game on. Let's talk, watch the game. That's what it is. So he didn't stop there because at one point they couldn't keep bringing him out stuff from the amount he was ordering. He starts taking brothers' drinks, like fraternity brothers' drinks, and drinking them. Like, it's water. It's not alcoholic. But, dude, they're just looking at this kid like, what the fuck? You tried to show off, and this is how you do it? And, yeah, that's why he got all nose.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was really bad. I want to say the nickname he had, just because it's not his real name, but I feel like he was a good guy. He was just... I could probably give you a couple of examples of those from our old job.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like, cool guy, but...
Nah. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, my God. My senior year of high school.
Yeah.
So in choir we have this thing called All Region, and if you qualify for All Region, you're in like the top 20, either 20 or 25. You can qualify for All State, which is like there's either 6 or 9 regions in Arkansas, and so then when you go to All State, you're facing the top 20 from all of those regions, and it's.
What is this for?
It's 6. There's 6 regions in Arkansas because you face 120 people.
What is this, like a sport? What are you talking about? An eating contest? Choir.
Yeah, so you learn these songs, and then you go perform. And my senior year, I did not give a shit about All-State, so I didn't practice at all. Got in there, and for the
Are you in good hands? You said All-State, all right.
In the 1.5 minutes that I was in the practice, like in the auditioning room, did not sing a fucking note.
Wow.
That's pretty common, but it's usually because they freeze, and this was just because I didn't give a fuck. So, whatever. Afterwards, we went to... I didn't even get last place. Okay, I want to say that right now. Did not sing a note and wasn't even in last place.
That's so bad.
Terrifying. Anyways, afterwards we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, right? And, some of the...
Someone try to show off with it?
You're in high school. Kids do stupid shit. So it was either one of the sophomores or the juniors ordered either a 10-piece or a 20-piece of the Carolina Reaper sauce, right? Well, there's one guy, and he was just... He was a character. He was weird. He was funny, but he was just like... He was extreme in everything he did.
Oh, you had to keep your distance from those guys.
Yeah. Well, he was eating the Reaper wings, and then he goes to the bathroom, and he washes his hands before he uses the restroom, and then he does his business, and washes his hand again.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he threw up.
He didn't wash his hands well enough, and so we get on the bus, and he's like, fuck. And I'm like, what is going on? He's like, my dick is on fire.
No way.
He had Reaper sauce on his dick whenever he went to
And he went to go beat his meat?
No.
Oh.
He was, you gotta hold it, like when you're pissing, you gotta aim sometimes. That's all he was doing. He was just aiming, but like that fucking sauce on his dick, and he was like, oh. We had a nickname for it, but I cannot remember what
Fire
it was.
dick?
Something like that.
Dick cracker. I don't know.
Dick cracker? What?
Is that a firecracker?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It was funny, but I can't remember what it was. Reaper peen or something. I don't know.
Reaper peen.
It was funny. We had to keep it like under the radar there because our teacher was on there. So I don't think it was Reaper peen. I think it was something a little bit more controlled.
Vulgar, yeah.
No, not vulgar. Less vulgar, because if we were just on the bus, we were like,
"Oh, with your
yo, what's up, Carolina dick?" She'd be like, what? So I think it was a little bit more tame than Reaper peen.
Fair.
Who knows?
So many stories. There's always that one guy. You notice how it's always a guy to do that thing? To just put themselves in that kind of risk.
My last year of high school, we also called our junior high choir teacher, we called him Little Sausage. And he was like, nah, man, call me Little Pancake, Little Waffle. And we were like, nah, Little Sausage. This is your rapper name. He thought it was hilarious. I've got videos of us calling him on the bus, and he was like,
Why Little Sausage?
Dick.
No, I know, but...
Because we were talking about breakfast food, and I was like, oh, we should give him a name, talking about his dick, but it doesn't sound like it. So we called him Little Sausage.
Was it, like, confirmed, or you guys just said it, like...
Well, it didn't stick, if that's what you're asking.
But it didn't stick, at least.
No, it didn't stick at all. And so, like, we called him that for that year, but that was it.
Oh, fair enough.
He couldn't be too mad at us. It was our last year, so, like...
Little Sausage.
Little Sausage.
Eggs, egg. Oh, have you ever heard that song?
Yeah.
No?
Eggs, bacon, cheese,
sausage.
I just want to get a little bit of that sausage.
So old thoughties did that in my high school back then.
I'm gonna choke, gag, and vomit on the sausage. Bro, what if a chick fucking
give her a quick UFC crash course?
Just guillotine. Alright, guys, that's gonna be all for this episode. Alright.
Okay.
Go ahead. I haven't paused it.
No, it was alright, how about another thing that happened? I don't know if you heard about the Olympic runner. She's American.
The one that beat Usain Bolt?
No. She was just recently banned from the Olympics, so she's suspended for 30 days now because she tested positive for marijuana.
What the fuck?
Started a major wave. All these major athletes are coming out supporting her, basically saying like, yo, we do it too. It's not a performance enhancing drug. We use it for recovery. We use it to like go to sleep. We use it for anxiety. Like that's all it's meant for.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on all that? I forgot her first name. Her last name is Richardson.
I think with how I don't want to say commercialized, but like just how open it's become. Like just shut up. You know,
she shouldn't be banned for it. The Olympics are also, so there's a black company that
if you don't want them doing it on your premise, like when you're doing the Olympics, that's fine. You know, like you have the right to rule that. But if she's doing it in a legal, like a part of the world that it's legal to do that, and you're gonna kick her out of a sport for it, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, especially when she just trained like
exactly.
Yeah. But there's another thing they did in the Olympics where this black-owned company made swimming caps for people, I'm forgetting the politically correct term, but essentially for like, it's for darker skinned athletes with different hair.
Oh, gotcha.
The really curly, wavy. Mm-hmm. So they made the swim caps for that.
That's dope.
They banned them in the Olympics.
Oh my God.
Because they don't conform. This is like literally what they say, almost quote unquote. I'm paraphrasing slightly, but it's not the right size. It's not the right shape of the human head. It has Yeah, that's basically what I was like, dude, are you serious? Like, who makes these rules? Who's up there making these rules?
That's pretty ridiculous.
They're still living in like the 1800s. But yeah,
All right, that's all for this episode. All right, guys, we will see you. This is the end of season 2.
Yeah, season finale, baby.
Yes, sir. We will see you guys in a little bit.
Deuces, you guys.
Peace.